EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory. As we look at the Friday leaderboard, we've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, no lock to play the weekend, hovering a few shots inside the cut line, entering play. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. A 6-footer now for birdie.
That's a better start.
That's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And following the opening 69, he'll get it to 1 under for his round here.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
When you find yourself in the fairway on the second at Pebble, you have a great opportunity to take advantage of one of the easiest holes on the course.
But that one had to feel good.
Not really.
Struck it so well, you could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Breaks when I don't want it to, doesn't break
Shouldn't
when
be
I
much
do.
in this for birdie. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he moves to 2 under for his round and -5 overall. On to the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally.
Jesus. Hold. First cut's 1.
That's a whopper of a tee shot. A couple more bounces. Oh, just in the first cut.
We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues, sort of different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
I've been to Prague too, yeah. Except Prague doesn't have the 700,000 people. It's the greatest gate. Some say the greatest show on grass. It really is. That 16th hole, I'll tell you just one quick little story.
Oh,
Tom
come
Watson,
on.
in his heyday with the late Bruce Edwards on the bag, it was the one hole he changed his routine. He would get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around, and he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. That was the one time he broke through. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale.
Speaking of Scottsdale, that's my
Frank,
favorite
this is
course.
where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green, If there's a hint of a breeze, you try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole.
See a break when I don't ask it to.
Just didn't have the right line.
If I put that any further out left, it wouldn't have come back.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain one
Such
shot
a
back.
rip-off.
Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. A look here at birdie.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
Nope.
Every time.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5 sixth. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind. And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Wonderful tee shot here. Biggest challenge is you cannot see the pin sitting on the green. You're gonna have to pick out a point along the edge of the cliffs to get the ball on line.
What?
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
I've
did
only
well just to
did
advance the
backwards
ball
read
so
far
far
out.
down the fairway. And now
So
a
useless
fairly
today.
straightforward third shot.
Get in there. Get in there.
2 good shots on this par 5. Leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
No problems there. That one in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 6 under par. Frank, there are certain spots in sport that kind of steal your breath. Starters Gate at the Kentucky Derby, home plate at Fenway Park, maybe top of the hill if you ski at Kitzbühel, 7th tee at Pebble Beach. Absolutely is one of those special places.
Just over 100 yards, Rich. It's the ultimate, I don't know, piece of cake. Where that's what it looks like, but then you try and taste it, and you want a little more, and then you realize you've just bitten off more than you can chew.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there. And
So last time I put it 10 feet past the hole
7.
with the same club and
13
didn't
feet
get
away.
a single foot of backspin. And that one doesn't
Hang on.
break.
That's going to leave about 3 feet. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll remain at 6 under par. Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world. The 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Aggressive off the tee, ball lucky not to run out of fairway and into the ocean, but now sitting in an ideal spot with access to the green.
A dead-on look here for birdie.
How?
Oh, right by
How is that
hole.
possible?
The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay right where he is. The thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off at the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, all right, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. And that will do just fine. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Oh my God, I got
That's
one.
nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par.
Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play.
Like that.
But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Being in a fairway bunker and safely on the green, you never know. Might even sneak a birdie.
Get in there. Oh.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at 7 under. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second.
Look at this backspin. If I put it 10 yards past the hole, I'll get none.
Not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And this is back up the slope. Fortunately, not a great deal of movement to it, but there is a little bit of right to left.
Fucking lipped out
Speed
again.
there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll remain right where he is. And now we arrive at the 202-yard par 3 12th. Best to work the ball right to left, landing as softly as possible on one of the firmest greens at Pebble Beach. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. 14 feet to the hole.
Yeah, got
You
one.
betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 8 under.
Frank, the 13th hole doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the more picturesque par 4s here at Pebble Beach. Just curious, what do you think of this 13th hole?
I think it's a good hole, Rich, because it rewards you. You can certainly make 3 here. I remember when Tony Jacklin actually made an eagle here, but it's very easy to mess up, purely because they added those 3 bunkers in on the right side that start at 260 yards and finish at just over 290 yards. What that has done to this hole is actually shrunk the fairway to just 35 yards wide. I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Now they're dropping.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And that is going to push him into the lead here on this Friday. Well, in the world of professional golf, there are very few legitimate 3-shot par 5s left. This 582-yard par 5 14th at Pebble Beach is one of those holes. It is all you want. This up the right side off the tee. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Frank, a chance here to get home in 2, a chance maybe to do what Gary Woodland did on his way to winning the 2019 U.S. Open.
Yeah, Gary hit a great 3-wood, but I don't even think he was trying to hit that on the green. Look at that big gaping bunker left and short of that green. You would think that's to be avoided, but no. That's actually where you want to finish up, because it's such a hard pitch shot. There's no point laying up. If you can get it into that front bunker, it's a relatively simple splash out shot. One of the few times you want to hit your second shot into a greenside bunker.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Chance now for another birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie.
Now they're
He's
starting
opened
to
up
drop.
a 2-shot lead here in round 2. Next up, the 393-yard par 4 15. Tee shot in the fairway gives the players an excellent shot at birdie, but be careful losing it right onto that 17-mile drive.
Go all the way, go all the way.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second.
Not sure how that came off the ground to the
on
right.
the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Oh, everything going right now.
This is the one I needed.
4th consecutive birdie, and he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday.
Par 4 16th hole, Frank, what's the right play off the tee?
You don't need driver here for a start, Rich. It's a long iron or even, you know, a fairway wood. Now, you see that big gaping bunker in the middle of the fairway? That's not really in play. 205 yards gets over that. But that's the line. If you look closely up the right there, those 2 bunkers, you just see a little sliver of the bunker, the left of the 2 on the right. That's sort of a no-no. So anything slightly left of that runs out about sort of 280 yards, that is prime.
93 yards is the number as he sets for his second.
I want the backspin and I want it to work. Why is it going over there and why is it short? That's slow. Fuck's sake.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that to do over there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I
that's
would.
Just, that's very poor from that range.
My putts are dropping. Oh,
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par.
I'll take a lucky one after all the unlucky
Shot
ones I've
lead.
had.
From Jack, the 1972 U.S. Open, to Tom Watson, the same championship, 1982.
I hate this green.
182-yard par 3 penultimate hole
Why
at
is it
Pebble
left
Beach
again?
has provided historical drama time after time.
Oh, that's all right. Oh,
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Now this for another birdie.
yes.
Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip.
That's better than
For
the
a
thick
strong
rough I made
finishing
last
kick here
time.
on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Why is that going right? Oh, weird.
Almost a great shot, just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, but a chip and a putt, still make 4.
Oh, come on.
Okay, birdie at the last.
That's a
It is
round and a half,
birdie
10 under.
finish. And this is going to be a second round score of 62. That's some lights out playing. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now.